Once upon a time, in a land where tea was overpriced due to outrageous import taxes, a group of dissident colonists decided enough was enough. Thus began the American Revolution, a cheeky escape from the overbearing clutches of King George's jurisdiction. It was sort of like a teenager running away from home, except this home stretched across the ocean, and the teenager brought along a musket. Meet our merry band of rebellious misfits. George Washington, a man so dapper his wig collection was envied by all. Benjamin Franklin, an inventor who couldn't stop shocking himself with lightning experiments but found enough time to help draft an important document or two. And Paul Revere, famous for his late-night horse rides shouting about an impending red-coated arrival. In essence, an 18th century Uber driver with a flair for the dramatic. The revolution took off like a viral cat video, starting with the Stamp Act, which was essentially King George's clever attempt to become a sticker collector, but much to his annoyance, the colonists refused to play along. So, they started throwing tea into the Boston harbor as if the ocean needed a caffeine fix. Battles ensued. Lexington, Concord, Bunker Hill, all sounding like names of luxury apartments, but significantly more bruising. The Continental Army was, frankly, more flannel than fashion, but they had something far more powerful, a letter declaring independence. This declaration was basically a Dear John letter to England, eloquently penned and painstakingly signed by several men whose handwriting resembled drunken swirls. In 1776, as fireworks blazed through the sky and children sang songs that weren't yet in existence, a small piece of land became determined to be a somewhat larger piece of land's worst nightmare. King George, oblivious in his throne, continued sipping his tea, blissfully unaware that his colonists had decided they wanted to drive on the wrong side of the road henceforth. Eventually, after much musket waving and diplomatic tete-a-tete across Europe, mainly begging the French for naval reinforcements, victory was declared. The Treaty of Paris was signed in 1783, allowing the new United States to awkwardly gather itself into a legitimate nation, giddy with independence and slightly hung over from celebratory ale. And thus, this bizarre comedy of colonial quirks concluded, as a new chapter began for a nation destined to be fonder of hamburgers than haggis, celebrating in its unique way every 4th of July, by blowing up a small part of itself with fireworks in reminiscence of their rebellious roots.